No harm, no foul there with that shot.
And take us through the approach shot. It's not easy to run the ball onto the green.
It's not. Your approach shot has to come in high and soft with a lot of spin, as there's just not much depth to this green. Not much movement either, fairly flat, although there is a ridge that bisects this green in two. You want to make sure that you're on the correct side of that ridge to have a good opportunity to make the putt.
Oh, good look at a birdie here. It was on a good line. That's a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in.
Couldn't convert after two good shots there. Disappointment as they're so close to the lead.
The second hole is a long par 3, all typical Redan style at 230 yards.
Yes, the green runs from right to left and chases away from the player on the tee. You can hit it short right and have it bounce on to the flag sticks that are on the right. However, when they're in the back left, you don't want to come up short and left in a low area. That'll leave a very difficult up and down.
Well, this one might need to get down a little. No green in red, but a chance to save their par. That one raced by. Bit of work coming back. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
Oh, just missed that one. That was pretty straightforward. And this effort by Justin Thomas.
He's currently one stroke better than his rival and playing partner today.
Just didn't drop. And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. Rich, the first exposure to the famous lake here at Arnold Palmer's Bay Hill Club and Lodge is the third.
There's a lot of intimidating tee shots on this golf course, Luke. This could be number one. Water down the left-hand side, you obviously want no part of, but if you miss it right in the rough, that is very gnarly and nasty to come out of. The green works away from the player, moving from right to left. The miss is out to the right, but watch out. It's awfully quick coming down that green. Don't chip it or putt it in the water.
This one is right down the pipe. There's part of about 6 feet coming up. Oh, what a way to bounce back. Nice putt to hole. And that'll move him to even par for the tournament. The first of the par fives, Rich, the fourth hole.
Yes, Luke, you got out of bounds on the right-hand side. That shouldn't come into play for the players, but those bunkers down the left-hand side certainly will. If you get a good tee shot away and you find the fairway, the second shot uphill to this par 5, you can reach, but still lots of trouble lurking around this green.
Rich, I love being back at Bay Hill every time because you get to honour the absolute legend of our game, the King, Arnold Palmer. There's just an air of something extra special this week, isn't there?
When you step on the property here at Bay Hill, you know you're in the presence of something special. Arnold Palmer's legacy was really built here, wasn't it? Granted, he absolutely brought everything he had to the PGA Tour, but when you come to Bay Hill and you have all the monuments, especially the statue right there to the right behind number 1 and number 10 tee boxes, you just get a chill down your spine like, man, this is some kind of awesome place. I cannot wait to tee it up here. In saying that, Mr. Palmer did not leave a golf course. That's very easy for these players. But listen, they come back here every year knowing that they need and they want to honor the gentleman who helped form the legacy of the PGA Tour, and that's why they're out here playing for all the money.
And the players left with an opportunity to get up and down here from the sand. That's outstanding. Mark that down on the highlight reel. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. The fifth at Bay Hill is the shortest par 4 on the front 9, measuring just under 400 yards, Ridge. Placement off the tee, critical here.
It is. It plays straight downhill the entire way, so most players not taking driver out and challenging those bunkers. Lay up short of those, and you'll have a short shot to a green that once again chases away from you at the back end of it.
playing from around 110 yards out. 2 strokes off the lead. Looks like this one's going to the beach. Seemed to lose the handle on that shot. And here we are with the 3rd shot. He's 2 shots back. Okay, phase 1 complete. You've got to make a good putt here. This putt for inside the top 5 on the leaderboard. Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh dear, that's on the beach. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Now we head to the famous par 5 6th Rich. A lot of players are thinking birdie, maybe even eagle.
Out to the right, most definitely the widest part of the fairway, just left of the left-hand bunker out there. We'll leave a layup out to the right, and then you just have a short pitch on from there. This is a really solid birdie opportunity. For right.
Yeah, not a bad effort, that one. Up onto the green and a chance to hole your putt. Oh, this is exciting. A putt for an eagle.
Come on, ball. Don't deny him.
The old-fashioned hammer hands. That'll ruin any putter's stats. This putt to move into a share of 2nd place. That's inside the range, and that will take him to 1 under. And that finds him in a share of 2nd.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Let's have a look at the 7th hole, a par 3.
Finally, you have a green that pitches back towards you ever so slightly, Luke, but still coming into it with a good 6-5 iron from 195 yards. It's still a difficult task to get it close.
Nicely done. Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
Oh, stop it. What a way to make your par.
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Good chance, this one. Right on 6 feet. And in it goes for the par. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. The par 4 8th Rich, challenging tee shot and approach.
Love this tee shot here, Luke. The fairway camber's pretty good from right to left, kicking the golf ball towards that bunker. So make sure to take 1 less club off this tee. From there, you make sure that you take enough club for your 2nd shot to carry the front edge. If not, that golf ball will come falling back off the green into the drink.
And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
Setting up here from about 145 yards.
Opting for the 9-iron.
All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
Now that looked pretty good the whole way.
Already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look.
This is one of those lengthy putts. Good one just to get close.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Okay, time to return to the action. Trying to get to 2 under with this putt.
Come on, ball. Come on.
That's one of those putts that you're proud of at the end of a round. They all add up. And that will take him to 2 under. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. Let's take a look at the final hole on the front 9, the 9th, and what a tough tee shot it is.
It is it ever. Players want to avoid the bunker down the left-hand side, so inevitably they push it out to the right-hand side, into the rough, into the trees. Now they've got really very little chance of reaching the green in 2. So this is probably the most difficult tee shot on this front 9, and one they have to find the fairway with.
That's a good-looking shot there. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. Yeah, that's well judged. And that should secure the par on this one. Well, here we have it, Rich. This player's tied for the lead with the back 9 to play.
Yeah, good spot, isn't it? I got to say, I'd rather be in the lead or tied for the lead than in the chasing pack. Gives you just a little margin of error should you have one, but I got to say this player is awfully solid.
Oh, he's caught up in some branches there. Well, every week there's a certain bunch of players that everyone keeps an eye on. This one seems to be exactly in that company. One of the strong favourites to win, don't you think, Rich?
It's never a surprise when you speak this player's name. They've been so good all year long. They've got to be one of the favorites, not only for this tournament, but also for the season-long FedEx Cup.
Second shot here on the 10th hole. That should find the surface. That's an absolute ripper. What a shot.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
Trying to get to 3 under par with this putt. Oh, just missed. Oh, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. He finds himself in a share of the lead. The par 4 11th resembles the par 4 3rd, doesn't it? The big lake on the left-hand side.
It does. It just has a little more landing room here on the left-hand side, however. But if you lay back, be prepared to go in with a long iron. If you take the driver out and successful, you now turn this challenging hole into almost a birdie opportunity.
From about 130 yards here, he's currently tied for the lead.
Just needs a little bit more of a kick to the right.
Oh, what a lovely shot. He'll be delighted to be inside the range there. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Yeah, guys, he's got 28 feet here.
Terrific roll. It even had a chance. You'll take the tap in for par any day. And this effort by Justin Thomas.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. And the 12th hole, Rich, similar to the 4th hole. Arnold Palmer has really started to mimic front and back 9s.
He does. It's kind of the same thing. Out of bounds, out to the right. You got to avoid both those bunkers there, both right and left. You find the fairway. Again, second shot slightly uphill to a green that sits above you. One of the big dangers here, though, is going long. That is a big no-no to miss it long on this 12th.
Well, it's fair to say that fortune favours the brave, Rich.
Yes, it does. And being just one shot back, things are getting interesting.
Putting for eagle here.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
Ooh. Terrific shot. Almost an eagle. Well, that was a positive hole. A little shift up the leaderboard. Well played. Number 13, not a long hole by anyone's stretch, but the pond in front of the green really plays havoc.
It does, more so than it should. It's just a long iron or a hybrid off the tee. Find the fairway down the right-hand side, open up the angle for your second shot, and it's obvious you just don't want to miss your second shot right. So bail out to the left-hand side, make a par. Pretty simple.
Gee, it's metronomic here. Green after green. Gee, golf looks easy when you're playing like this.
Just a fantastic shot. Guaranteed birdie hitting it that close.
Oh, just missed the birdie. That's a shame. Now, that's got to be frustrating. Hit such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert. And another of the uphill par threes, the 14th, Rich.
This is such a difficult hole because this tee shot lines you up over on the left-hand side where you'll find those bunkers. But if you bail out to the right, well, now you're running into a low area that you have a pretty difficult chip shot to a green that historically is the firmest and fastest on this golf course.
Oh, dear. Can he get out of here?
This reminds me of my breakfast. Nice fried egg.
Yes!
Oh, that was a tasty little morsel, wasn't it?
18 feet to the cup. Wonderful putt. And that puts some real pressure on their rival now. And with that, he's now broken the tie, all alone at the top of the leaderboard. As we get into the closing stretch here at Bay Hill, the 15th, the par 4.
Strong par 4, dog legs from left to right. Don't miss it out to the right in that bunker. Not only are you hitting your second shot out of the trap, but also you've got some magnolia trees to deal with. This is a very difficult fairway to find because that fairway does chase away from you just over that bunker. This is a very strong par 4.
Here we are in the fairway bunker. Can they execute a good shot? That is a touch of class from the bunker. And back to the course with the live action. Setting up in the first cut here. Going with the 9-iron, I think. Well, you're going to need to think of your second shot already because that one's beached. Getting ready to play their third. He leads the field by a stroke. Well, you can hand that sandwich back to the caddy and reach for the putter. Big putt for par coming up. Tracking. And the putt drops now at 4 under, heading down the stretch.
Yeah, with just a slim lead coming down that stretch, anything can happen.
Well, one of the great parts of the finish here of Bay Hill's club and lodge, Rich, is the fluctuations in scoring, and it all starts here at the par 5 16th.
Luke, you got to take advantage of this par 5. It's just over 500 yards. Find the fairway. Don't flirt with either of those bunkers out there. Second shot should be with a middle to long iron to a green that's surrounded by water on the left and bunkers on the right. But still, it's a great opportunity to make 4 or better.
It would be nice to make this putt. This is for eagle.
This one looking really good.
That'll sting a bit. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
Opting for the 5-wood. Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one. This is... Oh, yeah.
Top effort, that. Sitting at 5 under for the day. Currently in the lead. Didn't that look good for a long time? Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here. It's half a chance of being whole, this one. Now leading by one shot. Rich, as we head to the finishing hole here at Bay Hill, a famous finishing hole, so much drama over the years, predominantly by the great Tiger Woods. But most of the drama starts off the tee.
It does. This is actually a semi-blind tee shot. There's a mound down the right-hand side of the fairway where you can't see the golf balls land, so players won't know whether they found the fairway or missed it right or even out on the left-hand side. Most iconic moments in all of golf, in my mind's eye, Robert Gomez holding his second shot here back in 1990 to claim the title.
That was a little untidy, wasn't it? Henny, do you have a better look at this lie?
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the second cut. This is not sitting nicely.
Right up in the canopy of the trees. You liked that, didn't you? Time now for the fourth shot. Currently in the lead by a shot. Going with the hybrid. Look out, there's water there. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. Currently -5. Currently in the lead. And this putt for a final score of 69. Oh, so close. This putt coming up is for triple bogey. And that'll bring an end to today's proceedings. Well, Rich, we had high expectations for this player early, but sadly, no win in the end.
No, they just couldn't quite get their game going in the final round. Unfortunately, comes up a little bit short, but what can I say? Another solid performance.
Well, that was a thrilling day, and on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us.